Alright, we're back with more Zula
I
Ilath-Pal.
know you are having fun standing around out here, but I am freezing.
I need to deal with supplies and my character very tired.
My behind off.
Linganguligul.
This is the power of the Telvanni.
Never change, take all there. It takes up weight, so it goes. I honestly should have ate whatever. Don't have learned. Ah, clicking too fast. Me. Need 2 from that. Ooh, this teaches frenzy. I thought I had 3 out of 4 learned. Didn't learn anything. Frenzy. Nice.
Lingangu, 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 liguli, wata, lingangu, lingangu.
All right. So what is our plan? Our plan is to actually, yeah, go here and then up to Polskeg.
Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian, he said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Didn't want that lot getting wind of it, especially my father. Ever since he decided to make that prophecy his calling, we kind of drifted apart. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end.
Nerevar, you need to go outside
We need to find
and
my
touch
mother,
some grass before
Valerica.
I loot all of your septums.
She'll
to fund
definitely
my
know where it
OnlyFans
is.
addiction.
And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was very cryptic, yet she called attention to it. That's always a possibility. She was almost as obsessed as my father by the time she shut me in. But I can't worry about that now. We need the scroll, and she's our only lead. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas?
Nerevar, someone just asked me on Twitter if they can
I
send me
doubt
a
my
tribute.
mother would waste
You
her
think
time
it'll be
with
a
those
This doesn't even make sense as an
They
option.
probably would have tried to kill her, and that has a way of souring relationships. Any other ideas? I don't think so. She said
Yeah,
she
why
wanted
is it
to
just
stay
forcing
awake in case
me
the situation was
to choose
resolved.
the obvious
It
answer?
had to be one of us,
But
and
the reason I said the
well,
Darguard
she's so
didn't make
much more
sense is because they
powerful than
didn't
I am.
exist
It
when
just
she
made
got sealed
sense for her
away.
to be out here.
At least, not the current
Anything
incarnation.
else?
This is your reminder to not get tunnel vision on that little quest marker in your compass, Nerevar. You haven't been picking enough flowers. You haven't been hunting enough animals. Take
God
a
damn
moment
it, he's
and take in
right.
the scenery. Some neckbeard at Bethesda worked really hard on this location. They spent weeks of their life crafting out the way the trees sit, how the water flows, and how the sun looks reflecting off all of them. Appreciate that we got Skyrim before the procedural generation mind virus infected the entire games industry. There is no joke here, Nerevar. It is a genuine concern of mine.
Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the castle courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there. But it's worth a look. Trust me. I lived in that castle for a very long time, and I know every nook and cranny. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies to the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exists there. I think that's our way in. Don't let me stand. I'll be at the dock whenever you're ready.
He's just gonna leave us?
I'm ready if you are. It's around the side of the castle. Let's move.
Okay.
Hey, so far, I think. Thanks. Yeah, actually. No one's ever been so genuine with me. At least, in a while. I was lonely most of my childhood. My mother, at least for a time, was the only friend I really had. And then that prophecy came along. I'm sorry. I just had to get that off my chest. No, not really. For now, at least. This is... I think I have a sudden urge to feed on something. You can be a real horker sometimes. You know that? I'm not actually hungry. At least, for the moment. Alright, I have to say it now. Here goes. I've come to really care about you. I just wanted you to know that. I'm glad to hear that. Let's get going then.
Yeah, I need to figure out what to do.
What did you need?
I mean, I'll probably just stick with Belina and then the romance at some point.
Hey, look,
It is
it's your mother's
freezing
pussy.
here.
No, wait. That's a cave entrance. Sorry.
Do you need help? You're looking a bit overloaded there.
Get shenanigans loaded with Mantella. Well, I guess while we wait, I can just...
Nerevar, those corpo bastards at Taco Bell removed the nacho fries from their menu again.
We'll hold off on adding the Umbra. It is 4 a.m. once daylight arrives. Zula's gonna take a nap. Till then, we're just gonna go as far as we can.
Let us go inside somewhere, anywhere, just out of this.
They don't run away.
You sure you don't need me to take some? That wait doesn't look pleasant.
So, Serana, explain to me why Castle Valkihar exists. Like before you all became vampires. Why build a castle in the middle of the sea of ghosts? Did your family have a noble title? Rule over a population of Horkers?
Horkers are terrible taxpayers, for the record. But no, it wasn't about lording over anything furry and belligerent. The island's a choke point and a vault. Before everything changed, my parents liked things they could control. Ports, currents, the single narrow approach most captains hate. If you're wealthy and paranoid, a cold rock with one door is a dream. As for titles, old money, older grudges. My father collected claims the way other men collected tapestries. A count here, a lord protector there, all traded or bought centuries back when names still impressed people. Did we rule a thriving populace? Not really. A handful of household retainers and whoever was paid to look the other way.
I guess ships can't go too far north.
What in the world?
So you lived off of taxing the trade routes? Was
Oh,
this a
how
right granted by
lovely.
the High King of Skyrim at the time? Or the Jarl of Solitude?
We didn't live off it so much as make it inconvenient not to pay us. Pilots, harbor fees, bonded warehousing, exclusive contracts with captains who liked their ledgers discreet. If a cargo went missing in the fog and reappeared safely after a gratuity, everyone slept fine. Was there a parchment with a wax seal? Sometimes, my father collected...
Be wary, for we are surrounded.
Take that!
A Jarl's blessing lasts about as long as the Jarl, and High Kings have a habit of change. We build our own consistency.
If challenged, you present whichever paper matches the challenger and argue jurisdiction until the line changes. From a legal standpoint, it's a lattice of weak authorities that together behave like a strong one.
Fair enough, it just seemed out of place so far north. But enough, we are approaching another Nordic ruin.
North suits people who don't want company. Ruins do, usually. Let me get ahead a few paces and listen for the restless kind of quiet. If we catch a hint of old wards or where...
But it really matters. Maybe we can get inside. Out first. Yeah, this spell gives way too much XP. But it's going to be very handy. I kind of have no choice but to use it if I want to be about during the day.
What was that?
Stay close to me.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
An orc skull.
I see Forsworn up ahead. Well, is this their farthest extent north? They can't think this is a part of the Reach, do they?
Borders look different from inside a grudge. To the Forsworn, the Reach is where their dead say it is. If they can light a bonfire and string a bone charm, they'll claim it till someone puts it out. These look like a splinter crew, like it, travel totems, not a settled camp. They expect scouts in a collar, not a whole vest.
Their heads
No one shall lay a hand on my beloved.
Watch for skull basket stabbed with juniper light and a stitched. Your choke
Nothing.
point. Single pull, wide alarm.
Remember Nerevar.
I'll mute the first
Open
charm I
palm,
see and lay
never
counting
close
ward
fist.
on a retreat line. If we must engage, I want one alive for names and roots. Frost to the knees, then wrist, then questions.
The Witch Kings of and Bok have decided this ditch is a throne, yes.
The time has come to
You
feed
try
my
not to
hunger
set the
once
entire
again.
hillside on fire with your legendary Baranai Dragonborn.
You won't live to see tomorrow.
Wait, why?
You won't live to see
Enjoy.
These are some tough opponents. Keep your guard up. Now that's good team play.
Little white dove emoji.
Let's wait for the save.
Shadow hide you.
Here is your Dagoth
Sorry,
Ur
my
headspace
love.
update.
It seems Dunmer didn't hear your
Screaming
request to keep one alive. I'll come one inside the ruins for you.
Then we move fast and quiet to catch the lull before his courage returns. I'll shade left, you take center, and I'll listen for a color starting up. If you hear a drum or a rattle, that's the alarm. Knife it first, explanations later.
Understood. When your comm lands, I want him facing the wall, hands visible. Zula, keep your voice low and simple. Name clan who set the sentries, where the caller beds down. I'll anchor then ward behind him to blunt any sudden courage and bind his wrist once he starts talking. And please, no souvenirs yet. We keep this scene clean until we have the roots.
Ah yes, friendship magic. Ask him for his favorite stew recipe while you're at it, Nerevar in adjacent. If he starts reciting those two old rocks, I will be forced to bomb him with culture.
It burns! It's your best, huh?
Let's wait for the save. I'll just have to keep on spamming it.
Hey, hands off!
right, Brelina. All the Forsworn here think we are allies. Hell, some may think we are their leaders.
Be tonight. Your faces are not ours, but your words walk the right paths. Speak plain, then. Why do you wear the Reach's anger on your tongues?
Useful, but it cuts both ways. If they believe we're in charge, they'll expect orders. Keep them simple, keep them local. Shift a watch, send a runner. Nothing grand that a real chief would notice missing.
Acknowledged. Zula to sentence commands only. Move the South Kiki to the ridge and tell a runner to fetch water from the first spring. Then ask for a map stone, or route stick, where their patrols walk and where they do not. I'll keep a witness ward then in case the magic wobbles.
Excellent. Time to speedrun tribal management telepercents. Dragonborn, promote someone to Deputy Bone Rattler, demote the loudest drum, and ask our new friend which cairns the Briar Hearts avoid.
All right, Warlord, answer any question Brelina asks and follow any of her orders.
I will answer the clever one while your wine holds. Past scholar, but do not order me to bow to stone that is not ours.
Good. First routes. Show me where your patrols do not walk and why. Ghost trap, rival claim, or watcher. Use a stick if you need. Second, who Seth today's, sentries and where the collar beds. Names not boasts.
We leave the split birch hollow untouched. Briar Heart
10 out of 10.
lies under it, and the ground hums wrong. No feet there. The knife path under the black ledge is trapped with bone needles and doyle hours. We do not cross the cairn above the red fern. Hello, friend. Yeah,
Any other questions, Brelina?
Yes. Third, who holds your oath stone for this band? And whose blood right claims this
Oath
redoubt
stone?
today? If a Briarheart comes whose voice to you, yield to. Fourth, where do you fetch water and salt pass in times? Fifth, name the nearest cairn your elders say not to wake, and what song starts at waking?
the oath stone is kept by Mira the Stitcher, not by me. Her hands bind the boys and unbind the dead.
What do they mean by oath stone? Is like the AI just hallucinating shit? Yeah. Yeah. What is this? Stormlight Archives?
If a Briar Heart comes from Lost Valley, we yield to this drum. If he beats Crooked, we break him. Water is taken at Grey Lake from the Wolf Step Spring South Gully to Skins each. Salt, we trade from a ragman at dusk on the knife path. He whistles 3 notes. Do not breathe on the blue hand care near the twisted pine. The old women say it listens for warm mouse.
Damn it. Okay, maybe we can find another one real quick. Let's get this first before I forget it.
Shadow hide
Good to
you.
see ya.
No, I didn't. I want to get Mafala to do her thing.
Victory will be mine! Now you burn, Fetcher. Filthy sweat.
Ouch!
All right, let's wait for the save.
Filthy sweat.
I am gonna get one for that.
I will never away from a challenge.
Your lives are forfeit, for this fight is...
What?
By the gods! That's all you've got?
What was happening?
Take that!
Why? No, no. Tired of this shenanigans. Resurrect.
Never should have come
Ass!
here.
I just want to hear Mafala.
Ooh!
You're dead.
Oh, I can't regenerate magic.
We
There
out
we
here
go.
cranking 90s on fucking Outlanders. I be spitting my game like a fucking frat boy with drunk high schoolers, wearing my sunglasses indoors, hitting that stroke game 101 lessons with a new baby. Why don't you come over here and lick the creamy tip? Make boy sanguine proud.
What was that?
No recall or intervention can work in this place, mortal.
God damn it.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Such is the power of the written word.
All right. Give up on that shenanigans.
You should probably save your game right now, Nerevar.
It's been a while since...
Yeah, he's about to hallucinate.
I've done that. The
Stop.
ebony sword is eating well today. It's been a while since I've done that. The ebony sword is eating well today.
That woman answered under my comm, not yours. If you intend to keep swinging it into trust, you do not get to call it necessity.
Delicious Nerevar, but not. Nothing like fun to table treachery to keep a Didrik artifact glossy. But do carry on. Every snack you give Maforas, letter opener brings us closer to the moment it decides it can write the ending without you.
That wasn't hunting. That was convenience dressed as strength. If you can't hold your blade when someone's looking at you like a friend, then hand it to me now and prove you're still choosing.
Here's what happens next.
For the love of Azura, stop your moralizing. I chose to kill them. They are Forsworn Raiders, rebels, bandits. I am an illusionist. I can charm the weak-minded and stab them all while they smile at me. I can make them turn on each other too. It's my combat style. Yes, I did choose to feed the ebony blade because it hasn't been fed in a while. I fed it people who would be hunted down were there not a civil war going on.
You chose to turn my comm into a trough form of follow. Don't hide behind categories. Forsworn Raider, Bandit. None of those words means that trust is yours to counterfeit and butcher. If you insist that this is your style, then own the cost in plain language. You are training the blade to speak in your voice.
Ah, gold brown liquid, ebony sulking Mara's hab tossed aside like a tavern cloak. Big build true late. But to go on Dragonborn, optimize that betrayal per second. When the patch notes it and the blade updates to player controller, I'll be on the bench with front row ash swords.
Stop pretending the hunger's a cork. You fed it because you wanted to. That's fine, say it.
Serana's right. I did want to feed it. Feed it as I have always, not with real betrayal, but by charming outlaws, as we have agreed to in the past. Just like we agreed it's okay for me to feed on such outlaws. Brelina, my love, you make it seem as if I am a monster. I'm not, I'm just a believer in the good Deidre Shedit Dagoth, and if the blade is remade in my voice, it's far better than what it has been in the past.
I don't think you're a monster. I think you're shifting the
Nerevar,
line
I took about 13
and calling it the
caffeine
same
pills and
ground.
drank a white monster.
Feeding
I'm gonna
on a
try to
dead
vibrate into the
underward
7th dimension.
and witness is not the same as turning a living mind with my comm and cutting it while it believes it's safe. If you're determined to keep that method, then bind it to rules you can't wiggle past. No killing under my comm. No killing within 3 breaths of a surrendered weapon. No killing of anyone who gives you a name you can verify. Break it once, the blade goes in a warded box until solitude.
How did your first chat? Not real betrayal, just ethically sourced free range, illusion marinated raiders. My father must be swooning. And remaking the blade in your voice.
Well, I mean, if these fights continue.
Fine!
Hey, don't do that.
Is someone there?
Victory will be mine!
Done and done.
So tired of slinging fireballs and shit. Just grab me a blicky mod on Nexus.
I will feast on your soul.
Shadow hide you.
Wow, that's impressive.
I don't know. What would they use? Squad?
Up ahead is a big group of Forsworn. Is it okay if I use Franzi, my love?
Use it only on those already drawing steel, not the Watchers or the wounded. No frenzy within bowshot of a civilian marker or a bound captive, and you do not refresh it once they break and try to flee. I'll lay a soft ward line. If I say stop, you stop.
By all means, toggle brain scramble and let the goat score the herdsman. I'll be over. On the bench, critiquing your air morals and counting how many swing back after the music stops.
Do it clean. I'll blind the archers you miss and pull anyone
was
trying
that?
to surrender out of the storm. If one drops their weapon, you let them crawl. And if the blade starts humming for seconds, you sheath it and switch to gold brand.
We are going to battle once more. Let us feast then.
Enjoy the gift! Rush them! I'll play support!
You're digging your own grave.
Come on, let's go. I'm setting... Oh, what to pieces ahead. If you cross it cold.
Help Nerevar! They're treating me like an Argonian!
You won't live.
I'll be on the bench, reading your friends in camp.
Rah! We are looking forward to looting your corpse.
Give him half.
Get away.
If one drops his spell, let him crawl. Switch to gold brand. The blade starts to sing.
Rah! I got 36
Oh, no,
lessons
you
in
don't.
Whoop-Ass!
Bordelvar, step through on my
Time
count.
to end this.
1, 2, move.
What is this? This is supposed to be Dagothar's spectral ghost.
Don't you even think to put a finger on me?
This ass-kicking is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Not the best you can do.
You threw your life away the moment you chose to challenge me.
I won't.
Watch where you are hitting
Sadly,
Sarah.
it seems Forsworn fight until death. I don't see any fleet.
Your fate is sealed.
What have you got? Come on. See how you like this.
Ward out, not clear.
I cannot.
Let's get this over with.
We end it.
This is the end
Take
for
that.
you.
I'm praising the Bengal Take tough day for you.
Oh!
I fell off.
If you feel it,
I'll make you pay.
and if one stumbles,
You
then
won't
tries to
get
crawl,
away.
Behold my power, Dragonborn. Observe. Onahista nomiei saya. Opo bunda hus. Farangota thromas raptu. Eli. Wait. It's not working. Why aren't his balls exploding?
Tough day for you.
There is a
Oh,
mod
yeah,
for
look at you.
fleeing,
You was
though.
popping all that shit a second ago, then you got kicked in your goddamn chest. You eat a dick and what? You eat a dick.
Just engorged myself a bit. How many feedings am I up to? $226. Yeah, sure, that's enough.
The architecture here is stunning. Magic in every stone.
Stay on your guard.
Burn it! Burn the vampire!
Show me what you can do, mortal.
Forsworn forever!
It's a shame I have to consume your soul.
Let's get this
but
over
you
with!
chose this fate.
Victory is yours!
Done and done.
I remain, you hear me? I remain as a performance artist.
Nope, I need to cast Moonshadow again.
Thanks.
Neat.
Interesting, very interesting.
You can just feel the magic.
Can't see it.
Keep your damn spell to yourself.
I'm on your side!
Is someone there? Your soul is doomed now.
At least that was just a
That's what
summon.
was too easy.
Let's wait for this thing to roll wear off. And the save. Probably after this dungeon, I am going to have to get water. Maybe we'll get something more than water. Let's take a good look at the design of these hungers. Neat.
I better keep.
Yes?
Shadow
What did
hide
mean?
you.
So quiet, everything echoes.
I think we got enough. Whoops. Picking up burned books. I think we got enough.
Can we grab a few Draugr while we are here? I need the project that I am working on.
What was that? Just getting jumpy, I guess.
Can't open it. Oh.
That's mercy. No.
Kurt Cobain POV. This is your fault for wanting to be a pussy bitch Nerevar.
Mercy.
Me amas la verga de burro, yo tengo más grande verga de todas.
This place makes me feel a little uneasy. Let's not stick around here for too long.
Let's play some Skyrim Jeopardy. Here is your question for 500.
Wow,
This location
would you
type
look
is
at
only
that?
ever filled with
It's
Draugr or
incredible.
spiders, and has virtually no variety in the layout and designs. A few seconds for you to answer. Too bad, Nerevar. Nordic ruins is close. But we were actually looking for what is a pachycephalic tomb of thoughtlessness.
Who knows what we
This
might find.
place is amazing.
Let me see how it's spelled.
This word Klo means sand. It's related to time or tid.
Plo, sand as measure, not just grit. If Tid is the river, this is the glass we pour it through. Just it's small. One breath, one step, with your back to the wall and my ward on your shoulder.
Ah, the DLC for time, now with granular control. Go on then, Dragonborn. Fit your little hourglass and speedrun the Forsworn. If you soft-lock the universe, I call the bench.
Send cuts and preserves. Don't stretch it until it snaps back. Try it on a falling pebble, not a person, and let me watch your eyes. If they glaze, we stop. If it holds steady, we walk it forward together.
The universe! It sings for me!
You dare face me?
Evolutionary dead end is a lot of
We may be in for
But
more
you left
trouble.
me with no choice.
You guys were so slow, barely moving. That's a powerful shout.
Your body moved faster than your breath. That's why your hands are shaking. To slow inhales, eyes on my ward. Good. Next time count 1, 2 before you swing where you'll outrun your own stance and clip a friend.
Ah, speedrunner tech acquired. Any percent, Hagraven skip. Careful, Nerevar adjacent. Burn through the sand too fast and you'll discover the fun. Bug where the world loads after you do.
It's strong, yes, and it drags you away from us. Call it before you use it, or I won't be there when the snapback hits. You've got a minute before the ink settles in. Drink water, flex your fingers, and let me see your pupils. If they don't track, we shelve it till dusk.
Speaking of dusk, how about we teleport to the museum for a bit? I honestly need to sleep.
Agreed. I'll anchor a clean return mark here, then we jump. When we land, you hand me the blade first, then water, then bed. No more cop tonight.
Museum warp, finally. A loading screen that isn't your conscience. I'll claim the bench outside the relic hall and not lick anything.
Fine by me. I'll take first watch in the gallery and make sure nothing hums near your room. Say the word and I'll pull you straight to the pillow.
Alright, radiant dialogue as I disappear.
You and Bralina slipped out before dawn. Did your little sewer errand end with a ledger and chains, or just your pride?
Ledger secured, scribe whimpering, pride immaculate. I even respected her no blight claws like a good little devil. Do I get a sweet old sticker?
You get not turning our safe house into a quarantine ward. That's reward enough. Speaking of wards, Zula's compulsion on the Moth Priest is going to snap back when Harkin tests him. I want your honest read. Can you mask a leash from a vampire lord who knows every knot?
Short answer, no. Long answer, I could blur the thread for a time with noise and counter-hum, but Harkin will taste the flavor of it eventually. Better to cut the leash clean and replace it with procedure and doors he thinks are his idea.
Then we unwind it tonight. Quietly. Berlina can scaffold a break. You can muddy the taste, and I'll handle Harkin's temper. I won't have Dection turned into a blood clog.
Agreed. I prefer my readers ambulatory. And if your father tries page 1 of the Domination Handbook, I can loom until his steward forgets which way the hole turns.
Loom all you want. Just don't start a house war in our foyer. While we're on fathers, your grand plan for Aldwin. Your grand plan for Aldwin. Are we talking clever sabotage, or another Red Mountain opera that ends with ash in everyone's lungs?
Neither duel nor opera. You starve a dragon of timing. Jam the tongues that keep his meters true, sort the rituals, and turn his raids into later rivals. No glory, just delay stacked on delay.
You're back.
Boring wins fights.
Alright then.
I can live with that. If we're doing it your way, I'll need names of the priests who still hum in rhythm and which shrines actually matter instead of just looking pretty.
I can scrape a list from
You know
the
what? Screw it, no.
and the Gradients, Echo Chaps, plus a few temple ledgers Zula forgot she let me glance at.
Let me check this first. So it was having the idea of like just basically asking if Berlana wanted to sleep with me. Like as part of like the relationship, like apologizing for fighting and all that stuff, but I don't know. It's just like I want to use this playthrough somewhat as a bit of like, okay, how do I write romance? And like to do that, I have to probably fail a couple of times and do things that are kind of cringy. Because it's like Skyrim already has a reputation of Gunnar shenanigans. I mean, just look at fucking just look at Sorana. Don't look at Dagoth Erd. Look at Sorana. And then of course he's a bit tongue in cheek about it all.
What do you want?
But I feel like, you know, a fight and then a romance story having, you know, makeup sex would be like realistic, something that could happen within just a story in general. But I don't know if that's something I actually want to roleplay out. Okay.
If you plan on running away on a ship,
My feet hurt, my back hurts, it's cold, I'm tired. Other than that, everything's just ducky. You'd think that after all this work, I'd finally
Yeah, we
be
can
able to
put some
get
stuff in the
sleep.
magic. I'm barely using alteration. All right. Put breakpoint. Not really. I mean, I'm
the
going to get a
voyages
bunch.
here are the cheapest.
Here, instead of the asking portion, You can do a little bit of role playing. Here.
Let's get going then.
Not to entice your sweet tooth, but they sell the best sweet rolls here.
Oh, I forget. What's her face is still following me.
I'm sorry I yelled at you in the ruins, my love. I know you don't think of me as a monster.
Come here. You don't need to apologize for bleeding on me while a dead god was whispering through stone. I know what that room felt like. And no, I do not think you're a monster. I think you're a stubborn, brilliant woman who keeps walking into storms and then helps me mount the thunder.
I think I would appreciate it if you didn't moralize as much. I get that using Daedric artifacts is uncommon, but I am an uncommon bee. And I only feed the good Daedra, or at least I try to only feed them. So don't be surprised if I kill a combat wall with the ebony blade, especially if we were going to kill them. Anyways.
I hear you. And I'm not trying to sand your edges down until you fit in a temple mural. You are uncommon. That's exactly why I argue terms with you before the blood starts running, because your choices ring further than most.
That is fair. Dragonborn under the control of a Daedra would be awful in most instances. But yes, I will follow terms. I will add that if a charmed hostile is still hostile after the charm wears off, they can be slain even if charmed again.
Good. Then let's right-hit plank so neither of us has to improvise mid-swing. If I come someone and they stand down, you do not feed the blade on them. We bind, question, or let them run if that serves the larger fight. If the calm breaks and they choose violence again, your call to end it is clean.
Agreed, my love.
Then we're aligned. Thank you. Come back under the covers before I start drafting this into a charter for Irilith's guard manuals. One more thing, and it's not a summon, just practice. If you feel the blade tug, say it out loud.
Happy 4th. Eh.
I feel the Daedric artifacts tug all the time, but now I am more powerful than any of them. Perhaps only Dunmer could overpower me, but even that I lean towards no. If you see me act, it is my choice.
All right, then I will take you at your word and answer in kind. If it is your choice, I will keep holding you to the choices you swore to me in the quiet, not the ones that feel good in the roar. To standing promises from me, since we're being exact. If I see you reaching for a line you asked me to draw, I'll name it once clearly without heat.
Understood, my love. Now, if you don't mind, I have some work in the museum before we head back out.
I don't mind. I'll tidy the notes and have you waiting when you're done. If you want me to log anything you pick up or log a case call. And thank you. The terms.
Put some blood in my tea, please. All food tastes bland to me without some blood.
You'll have warm tea, no blood. I'm not putting it in your cup, Zula. To reasons, taste becomes habit, and habit becomes need. If you want a vial, drink it first, then rinse.
Understood, my love.
Thank you. I'll set a vial by the kettle and a rinse beside it. Finish both, then come back to me. We'll step out together when you're ready.
Such a wondrous... this is.
I'm behind you.
This place is so... quaint. I wonder how I can make it more grandiose.
Nope. Put myself on mute while I was taking my medication and then take myself off mute.
So, Serana, you've been a vampire for a while. Do you mind if I ask some questions?
Go ahead, Zula. Ask. I'll tell you what I can, and if you push somewhere I don't want to go, I'll say so.
Not embellishing, exaggerating, or
Fair.
blowing things out of proportion. I have quite a functional ear. I have heard you both make disparaging remarks in regard to non-Ultima cultures on more than one occasion.
And could tell you
it's only a bit of fun. It's really our fault. The rest of society lacks in what our people excel
I remind you that our life are quite a bit longer than other races are.
Let's find somewhere a bit more private. But I wanted to know, when do you eat? I have never seen you eat while we travel.
Private sounds good. And I eat when I need to. Not like you do. Food doesn't do anything for me except sit like a stone and make me cranky.
10 out of 10 AI.
combinations of material types and many weapons and armor.
Serana, I'm a vampire till you've seen me eat from fresh corpses before. That is the terms Brelina has from me. To eat from bandits we slay. Hell, I've even eaten Falmer once.
Where exactly do
I
you live
noticed.
off lecturing
You handle
us,
it.
Aryan?
Pragmatic.
I remind
Fresh is
you that
easier,
I am
and
several
bandits make for cleaner consciences than
Not to
townsfolk.
mention that your father left you in my
Falmer,
charge.
though, that must have
And
tasted
while
like
you may
old
be of
fungus and bad
independent age,
memories.
You are still subject to your father's
For me,
house, and
blood
he
is food and water both.
over you in his stead.
Of course, Master. We mean no disrespect to you.
And what do you think of vampires, both your clan and in general? You are much more normal than other vampires.
Normal, huh? That's one I don't hear often.
I suppose that's the best I
Maybe I just remember how to be a person.
father aside.
About vampires, it's like any family or faction. Some are careful, some are monsters. Most pretend they are the latter.
I don't know much about this stuff. I just keep it.
Where's the That's the library, right? Yeah, that's the library.
Kind would say learn by
Let us
doing.
have some. Fun while we are here.
Yet vampires are hunted by the Dawn Guard. Do you think a peaceful option could exist for vampires?
I think about it a lot. This needs rules, real ones, and most clans won't tolerate leashes. You could build something like it. Strict feeding codes, consent where possible, penalties for turning without leave, no feeding in cities, sanctuary houses stocked with donors or animals, enforced by someone everyone actually fears. And even then, all it takes is one idiot with thirst and pride to burn it down.
So there's one thing I was thinking of taking this conversation as, but I think that would be too much of like just me self-inserting, and that is when it comes to vampires and general storytelling, they don't make sense to me all that much, because you should just be able to find a peaceful solution in the form of buying blood. Like that, like people sell blood. People have done bloodletting in the past, so it's not like you need modern technology for such a thing to occur. Obviously there's a question about, you know, storage of blood and whatnot, but like the idea of people being able to sell blood and vampires buying blood, and then, you know, vampires just sell their labor, would just solve like most of the issues. Although most of the time it's just like, oh, vampires can't control themselves, just go crazy, or they combination things, and it's just like, I guess, like, I mean, it's a fictional creature, but it's just like thinking about what it's actually like, what it would be like, leads me to any thoughts. What the?
Let's go see the bards while we're here. Maybe they'll sing us something special.
Latoria, could you help me with a bit of a side project?
Hello, how are you?
Yes, quite in. Perhaps you will have some luck finding where it leads.
Next to the fire with another.
Latoria greets you. Good, good. It will take some time to decipher these. Come back tomorrow and
Nothing
Latoria
like
will
a
let you
good
know
meal
what she has
and
found.
good company.
I think this topic is difficult due to vampires' Daedric nature. In order to answer if peace can exist with vampires, one must first answer if peace can exist with Daedra worshippers.
Careful with that brush, Ashlander. Vampires aren't Daedra. We're mortal stock, twisted and sustained by a pact, a curse, a gift. Pick your poetry. Same with most Daedra worshippers.
Trying to think of other types of Daedric oaths, pacts.
Now I'd love to have a
Right,
home
that's
that
my
looked like
point.
that
Can such a
painting in the
pact with a
hallway.
Daedric prince allow for peaceful coexistence, whether it be vampires, followers of Vile, or the orderly forces of Night?
Possible, but fragile. It depends less on the prince and more on the people holding the leash on themselves. Clavicus Vile. Deals can end without blood if both sides keep to the letter.
If it depends on the people. And Morrowind is a beacon of hope, no. The Ashlanders have followed the good Deidre for multiple eras. And the civilized folks have returned to the good Deidre for 2 centuries now.
Oh, yes.
Look at the
Proof?
finery of that mesh under
Not
the
yet.
garment.
Your tribes make it work because you remember who you are without the princes, and you set lines you won't cross even when they whisper. That matters, but it holds because leaders enforce it and the neighbors
Some of
tolerate
us
it.
are trying to absorb this experience.
Translate that to vampires and you need the same spine.
Come on.
Well then, on a related topic, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? One that gives dominion over the sun.
It's power wrapped in a disaster. Dominion over the sun sounds like freedom, but it would warp everything that lives by it. Crops fail, winters lengthen, lycanthropes go strange, diseases linger, necromancy gets easier everywhere. Vampires thrive for a while.
Come, Nerevar, come. Come and look upon my jerkmate leader. Look, Nerevar, see how I have obtained the ranking of Emerald Edger? I am a god of the goon. Now let's play some co-op.
How would
Not
such
this
affect
here,
magic?
Twist.
Would magic just disappear if we cut ourselves
affect
off from
magic?
Magnus Light? Would magic just disappear if we cut ourselves off from Magnus Light?
The sun is a symptom of that breach. If you dim the sun, you change rhythms, day-night cycles, warmth, how living things store and spend energy.
Thank you. I have a lot to talk to Lord Harkin about. This prophecy needs more understanding. Oh, I doubt he'll be happy that some new member is asking questions.
Good, ask anyway. He respects results more than obedience, and he hates being surprised. Go in with clear questions than a plan to get answers without giving him excuses to grandstand. If he starts circling the Elder Scroll, steer him to specifics. What the bow actually does. What counts as dominion. Thresholds. Contingencies if it misfires.
one last question. You are Nord, right? So could you learn the thumb? If you keep traveling with me, you'll meet the Greybeards eventually.
Nord, yes. Thumb? Maybe. It isn't blood-locked to you. It's discipline and soul and a lot of quiet on cold stones. I can hear the shape of a shout when you use it. Feel it in my teeth. But learning one the way you do is another matter.
Interesting. It's not gonna say the last line.
Well, think about it. I could try teaching some words to you. I doubt the Greybeards would appreciate me doing so, but hell, their last student ran off and started a civil war, so I can't be a worse teacher than them, right?
That's a bold pitch, Archmage. I'm interested. If we try, we do it carefully. No shouting contests in the safe house. And you keep a hand on the reins if something in me answers to hard. Start with breath work, tone, the way you frame intent. Maybe a harmless word first. Clarity, balance, not fire or death.
I'll have to reflect on such. As Dragonborn, I kinda just learn muscle memory from Dragon's souls. It's not like how one learns a spell, but more so just using magic to immediately learn a spell. I think Ulfric knows like 3 words, fuss, row, and da.
That tracks. You absorb. We rehearse. Different paths to the same cliff edge. If we try this, lean on the parts you can actually teach. Breath, stance, the feeling you hold in your chest before you let the word out. I can mimic shape and rhythm even if I can't drink a dragon.
Understood. I'll think on lesson plans. I can also, as Archmage, teach you spells if you wish to improve your magic abilities.
I won't say no to getting sharper. I'm comfortable with ice and blood, wards, and raising what needs to stand back up. But there's always room to refine. 2 asks, if you're willing. Control under pressure.
All right. That was some very fun role playing. Do a save. Need to be doing a bit more hard saving. I'm debating if I want to go up.
Have a place to sleep tonight. No. All right. Can I be Little Spoon then?
Here.
So, what do you think of some of the new artifacts the museum has brought in?
If you're only tasting the rim, I'll keep the chatter gentle. The short version. 3 deserve praise to deserve cages, and 1 needs to go back in the ground. First, the good.
Sorry, my love, but I told you all food tastes bland now. I'm sorry, but continue. What's the artifact you are interested in?
Then save your apologies for something you can change, Zula. I'll carry the flavor for both of us. Most interested, the Vidger Sucklet. It isn't just a trinket, it listens.
And which one are you wanting back in the ground?
The shard that pretends to be Umbra. Not Dombra. Your Dombra is a person and she's here at the table with us. I mean the gallery fragment. Cold Echo, no will, but it's we've still priced for a host.
Yeah, could you imagine if that fragment was with us when the museum was broken into? We should have signs that say steal at your own risk to soul, body, and mind.
Make the sign honest and boring, so thieves read it as truth, not a dare. Something like handling restrictions in effect. Removal triggers binding wards, trace marks, and prosecution. Catalog custodian must witness all transfers.
I'll let Jazar go now and he'll print some signs. All right, let's head back out to our adventure.
On your pace, Zula. To breaths to settle the mails hump, then we go. I want the blade boxed if we pass civilians, and I will call cadence on the first fight. If the ground sinks or a relic listens, we stop, mark, and do it clean.
All right, we continue. Fun role playing. Gonna go to the Nordic ruin. There, and then I guess we're going back to Volkahar Castle. There's that. We can come down here. Who knows about that one? Holy shit, we haven't done this quest. Like it's just
Erevar, I think
320 hours in and I see a vanilla quest and I'm just like something doesn't seem right.
I caught Ligma. Did you hear me, Nerevar? Nerevar, I said I think I caught Ligma. Nerevar, aren't you going to ask me Hello, Nerevar.
We'll talk to Dagothar here. I can't deal with a bunch of Nazeems in the safe house. Really?
Seems you've bloodied your knuckles a few times.
Greetings. You know only a handful of thoughts here in this dialogue option actually repeat, right? Like, I only say a few over and over again. Most are one and done. So no, you can't have any more Dwemercogs. And no, you can't have another one of my come sweet rolls. You want to hear the lines again that badly? Start a new save. El Bozo. What in the... Who posted my nudes to Twitter? Was it you, mortal? I sent those to you in confidence.
Your wound seems serious.
Dagothar welcomes you, my sweet, persistent friend. Not gonna happen. Okay, bye. A strange question for you, Nerevar. Are you on the cream team or the squirt squad?
You know what? I've used Goldbrand enough. Back to this, and let's change up Phi. They can have that equipped. Need to kind of. I mean, yeah, I guess it's necessary for when I'm doing buying and selling. This no longer needs to be favorited. This is for, we're gonna use that. mean, this is why my alteration isn't increasing. It's because I don't use paralyze enough. It's like, this is like a spell to use against bosses, basically. Use this, that, because I can fly. This spell basically kind of broke this playthrough because it's like every time I load a save, you see this little the special effect just happen. I'll just probably use this would be awful for role playing. Berlina would not like this. That's for crazy fights, bosses, fort, fight. This is just straight up broken because Azariel just turns invisible. And that can be one-handed. Yeah, I need to make that spell. Be a good 5. Oh, no, I don't need Azura's time because I'm going to be using it out. That is it. This isn't worthy of a 5. Let me look at alteration. This still does have uses, honestly, even though I can fly. I need to look into. Where did I get this ability? Yeah, I just don't have good alteration spells. You know what, I'll just have to choose based off of what I want to level up. I want to level up yeah, let's do alteration, just that way I have some. So I have a 6. I don't have a 6.
Huh? Now you're
Dude,
The power of Magnus is at my command.
No, this does not work as I thought.
This is the power of the Telvanni.
Thinking of a different spell.
Take that!
looking for here? Ancient book ended.
Oh great, more Nordic ruins. How original.
Is someone there?
I don't like where this is going.
I swear, if the bandit. Okay, I
Damn
thought.
wizard. Keep your spells off of me. Is someone there?
That was so unnecessary, and now I need to bathe.
And kind of hard to find a. Well, like again, it's just the issue is they don't really add much. In terms of the combat. And I can't just have them all be damage spells, because that would be broken.
Is someone there?
It would seem that violence is our best strategic move.
Okay. That's funny. Sure, I don't have spells. I'm gonna have to try something like this, just damage. Or I could mess around with this. Eh, doesn't work on Serana.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Hey buddy, you should never hit a girl. You'll burn for this. Roar!
Let's get this over with!
Otherwise, I can't climax.
What did I say? Skyrim has issues with the community.
Weapons up. I sense something.
Victory will be mine! Let's get this over with!
I'm too lazy to read the book.
Die, damn you!
D?
Why did the gods make men whimpering so hot, Nerevar?
I've done it wrong. Here we go.
This is the power of the Telvanni.
Talos was seen. Where, Nerevar? Oh my god, show it to me, Nerevar. Send it to me, please.
Shadow hide you.
See if this works on Draugr.
Who's there?
Die, damn you! The power of Magnus is at my command. Let's get this over with! Take that! Victory will be mine! Let's get this over with! Take that! Die, damn you!
Done and done.
mass paralyze is probably the way to go. Ow.
Imagine the parties that happened in here, Nerevar. Ooh ho 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 hoo ha 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 ha. Unga bunga, me have big club, me drink milk, ooga booga booga.
It seems trouble has found us.
Die, damn you!
No one shall lay a hand on my beloved.
Come! This is the power of the Telvanni. Let's get this over with!
Christ said, I dare you.
Let's get this over with!
Oh. Keep paralyzing everyone. Oh, golly, that stuff doesn't end up in the AI unless I have Mantella running.
Lord have mercy. I'm about to. Hung, hung, hung.
Shadow hides you. Take that! Take that! Victory will be mine! Go!
What the? Who's being bullied by this thing?
You drop this in Wa.
Take that!
Let's wait for the save.
Who's laughing now? Huh. Yes, I was in the chess club.
Victory will be mine! Let's get this over with! Go!
Here we go.
Die, damn you! Let's get this over with! will be mine! Take that!
You're not getting the best of me.
I am a force to be reckoned with.
You ready to go night-night and wild?
I have no time for your games.
Pass! Victory will be mine!
Deed? Go!
Did I hit Dunmer? I didn't mean to do that.
You dare face me, the immortal sword?
You! Ouch!
Let's get this over! Take that! Victory will be mine!
Strike you down.
Die, damn you!
Say your prayers.
Am I supposed
I'm
to
about
be
to send your ass
impressed?
back to the character creation screen. I'm over here
you all
casting
right?
my shit.
Let
I
me
got
know if you need
potions on my
anything.
tome.
Are you alright?
I'm just evoking
Let
my
me know
shit.
if
I'm
you need
powerful as fuck.
Show
I'm a
yourself.
wizard.
Let's
now.
get this over with! Victory will be mine!
Bro, I'm
That's
the big
enough
dick
out of
Gills.
you.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Get your money up, not your funny up. It's time to do...
Why won't you die?
Dude, come!
Huh? Oh, no.
And now we speak in violence. The most
Let's get this over with!
They slashed them,
Very impressive.
was slash were.
Oh, Stentor. Time to fight a dragon? Nope. Time we go into the museum. Mess around with destruction. And again. I actually could use some. Funny little spell. Right. No. Face horizon.
This is the power of the Telvanni. Now you burn, Fetcher. Filthy sweat.
So many caves to perform guerrilla warfare against the mongrel dogs of the Empire, yet the Stormcloaks have the strategic acumen of a mud crab. This incompetence in the races of man infuriates me.
Looks like these Falmer are here to stay. What a wonderful place you've brought me.
That was pathetic. It didn't even do anything.
Ah, close quarters it is then.
The power of Magnus is at my command.
You threw your life away the moment you chose to challenge me. I will feast on your soul. Show me what you can do, mortal.
Nope.
So much to do, so little time.
Oh well. Do I want to reload just so I don't kill this guy? Yes.
So much work.
Please do not crash. 3D NPC quests can be somewhat difficult to trigger, but that isn't an excuse to not go. No mass paralysis. Reload, hopefully it doesn't crash. We do a hard save, hopefully it doesn't crash, and then we play. Or I cry. And as expected, it crashed. Oftentimes these crashes can just be resolved by not having as much stuff open when I load the game, because I think it's a memory issue. But I do not want to exit out of OBS. Screw it. I guess this is where we'll end things. I believe I'll be able to get back the save if I just load it before having things like VC face and OBS open. All right. That'll be all. Bye.